Look at this sky. It is perfectly blue. It is calm. It looks like the perfect day. But nature is very good at keeping secrets. Right now, invisible forces are working. There is a battle starting in the atmosphere, and we are about to watch it happen. Welcome to the birth of a monster. Most people run away when a storm starts, but today we are going to stand still. We are going to freeze time. We will watch a massive storm appear out of nowhere, from the very first cloud to the moment the sky turns black. It starts with heat. The sun is beating down on the ground. The earth is getting hot, and that heat is rising. Look closely at the center of the screen. Do you see those small white puffs? They look like little cotton balls. They seem innocent. But this is the spark that lights the fire. This is warm air rushing upward, carrying invisible water vapor with it. As it goes higher, the air gets colder, and that invisible water turns into a cloud. Right now, it is struggling. The cloud tries to grow, but the dry air pushes it back down. It is a pulse, up and down, waiting for the right moment to break through. And there it is. The cap is broken. Watch how the speed changes now. This is no longer just a cloud. It is an explosion of energy. In the world of weather, we call this an updraft. Think of it like a giant invisible elevator. Rushing upwards at speeds faster than a car on a highway. The cloud is growing vertically. It is becoming a tower. In real time, this would take 20 or 30 minutes. But in this time lapse, you can see the violence of the growth. It is boiling. It looks like a cauldron of white steam bubbling over. Notice how the edges of the cloud are sharp and crisp. That means there is a lot of energy, and the cloud is full of liquid water. It is getting heavier by the second. Millions of tons of water are hanging over our heads, suspended only by the rising wind. Now I want you to look closely at the leading edge of the storm. Do you see that long, smooth shape forming at the bottom? It looks almost like a spaceship or a curved shelf sliding across the sky. This is called a shelf cloud. It acts like a giant snowplow. As the rain falls, it pushes cold air out, and that cold air scoops up more warm air in front of it. It is feeding the beast. Watch the motion carefully. It is not just going up anymore. It is rolling. It looks like a wave in the ocean, but crashing upside down. If you pay attention to the colors, you might see a subtle shift. It is not just gray and white. There is a strange greenish tint appearing in the middle. That green light is a warning. It happens when sunlight shines through thick ice. It tells us that high above, hail is forming. The energy released inside this single cloud right now is massive. It is more powerful than you can imagine. It is a heat engine, perfectly efficient and terrifyingly beautiful. It dominates the landscape, making the trees and the hills look tiny in comparison. Now the transformation is complete. The tower is hitting the ceiling of the atmosphere. It cannot go any higher, so it starts to spread out. Look at the top. It is flattening out like a table. This is what meteorologists call the anvil. When you see this shape, you know the storm has reached its full power. The shadow is coming. The bright white color is fading. The bottom of the cloud is turning dark gray. The sunlight is being blocked out by the massive density of the storm. The feeling of the day has changed completely. It is no longer a sunny afternoon. The air is getting heavy. If you look underneath the flat base, you might see ragged, scary-looking clouds hanging down. The atmosphere is turbulent. The wind is chaotic. The storm is breathing. It is inhaling warm air from miles away to feed itself. Now look at the core. That dark curtain falling from the sky. That is the rain shaft. The water can no longer fight gravity. It is falling in a massive wave. Mixed inside that curtain is likely the hail we saw signs of earlier. Balls of ice crashing down in the middle of summer. The blue sky we saw at the beginning feels like a distant memory now. The storm has taken over the entire horizon. It is a reminder of how small we really are. In just a short time, the atmosphere went from total silence to absolute chaos. As the storm matures, it begins to drift. The energy is moving on. The rain cools the air, and the updraft begins to die. The monster has eaten, and now it is fading away. Nature creates beauty, and nature creates fear. Sometimes they're the exact same thing. Thank you for watching this formation with me. If you enjoyed seeing the invisible power of nature revealed, please hit the like button. It helps this channel grow and lets me capture more skies like this for you. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next storm. Stay safe and keep looking up.